How are you doing? I'm fine. I'm good. Good to have you this wonderful, wonderful day.
I'm doing
How are
fine.
you doing
It's
right
a
now?
little chilly, cold. Just got back.
Absolutely. Yeah, I wanted to ask you because I can see how you are
Yeah,
padded up.
cold. I mean, it's fine.
All right, that's a good one. That's a good one. I know you are playing.
Yes.
Your next game is tomorrow, right? Okay, but let's start from this way because we are going to start with talking about the national team. I'm talking about the Super Falcons of Nigeria. Of course, if you're wondering who is Uchenna Kanu, she's a Nigerian women national team Super Falcons, and she also plays for Lincoln Pains FC. She has done wonderfully well. I remember very well when you left the shores of Nigeria to the US. We are going to talk about all that. But first of all, tell us a little about your football career.
Um,
How did it all
it's
start?
been a very long one, to be honest. Like, started when, I was in Abia State, Nigeria. I was born there and I was raised there as well. I got a scholarship to play in the NAIA, to go to college in the US in the NAIA division. So I got
Okay.
uh, I, I got scouted, I think, from in the national team, the team, and according to my coach, said that he watched me play and he, asked my advisor to way to get me to go to school and you know and play for my university. So that's how scholarship and I played 3.5 years. Usually it's supposed to be 4. So I did 3.5 because I took extra classes so I could get out, play pro. So yeah, I graduated
Okay.
2019 and I I left the US in 2020 that year and I got my first contract with Sevilla, um, in Spain, and I there. I played like a few games because of COVID, and we couldn't continue. Yeah, we went on lockdown, and that was it for because it was like a 6 month. So yeah, that's getting. I left
Hmm.
Sevilla. Uh, I signed with Link Shopping now, and I'm with Link Shopping. Link Shopping. So
Okay.
kind of like the hint of my journey, college and playing pro right now.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. Now you played for Pelican Queens before jetting out of Nigeria. I don't know if you can tell us a little bit about playing in Nigeria and then moving over to the US and then
Playing in
continuing your play.
Nigeria, obviously the facility compared to the US or compared to Europe right now, not the same. There's, difference when it comes to events, when it comes to uh, medical insurance, when it comes to, you know, learning, basically like learning, especially in college. The difference is I wouldn't say we don't. I think I didn't have the opportunity to get education. And you know, the structure, way different in Nigeria. The fields are not that good. Not having like the right or best equipments, to train with. And that kind of like
Hmm.
was discouraged, honest. And oh, you know how it is in Nigeria. We just gotta push. You just gotta do it. Gotta, doing what you're doing and believing, for the best to come. So that's how I was playing, and thank
That's it.
God I got the opportunity to travel to the US. And it was a whole different, different ball game. Like, yeah, different environment, different
Absolutely.
people. trying to make friends, trying to blend in, to this system. It wasn't that easy. A lot of challenges, but of course I'm a strong person, so I was able to, and God, that I was able to, pass through all of that, and here I am now. Thank God for my career, and I'm doing really well now, and I'm just grateful for the opportunity.
All right, there's something that really caught my fancy. I remember vividly when you were still in school. You were, I think you are the highest goal scorer, to the extent that your school even honored you. And how were you able to combine playing football and then going to school? Because I see that as a big problem with players. I mean, women players in Nigeria, forgetting about schooling and then playing football. So how were you able to balance the two?
First of all, like I said, it wasn't easy to combine both. At first, I didn't want to do it, to be honest with you. I didn't want to do it. I had times where I doubted myself, and I thought I couldn't do it. I thought because of like the system, like the educational system in the US, and compared to home, it's like different. And at first I didn't know how to use a computer, so I was like, how am I, because everything is just technology, I was struggling a lot, and at some point I was like, going back home is not an option. Like, y'all know how it is back home, and everyone wants a better opportunity, so I was praying and believing that the fact that I left home to travel that far, there's no way I'm going to just give up like that. I just kept in myself, and putting in the work, and having my coaches, my teammates, and since they're supporting me in whichever way they could, just to make sure combining school and soccer. We had games, training, assignments, a lot of projects and stuff like that. And I was just, I waiting for the till last minute to do my stuff, to do like work, and I was just having a good time management at the time. So we're taught that as well. So I tried to manage well. I was able to incorporate both soccer and school, so it was kind of easy. I kind of settled down and settled like the environment, and it's just the whole situation there, because I got help, and obviously I didn't want to give up, and so yeah, that's how I just was able to manage that.
Okay, so you like I said, you were the best player. I mean, so far that they have recorded, and you were given an award before you moved to Atletico Madrid. Can you tell us a little bit about?
So, yes. So I was
Sevilla, I beg your
playing
pardon, Sevilla. Yes.
In my college. I was playing, and I was doing work and scoring goals. At the time, I never knew anything like breaking whatever record when it comes to goal scoring. So I was just helping my team as much as I could, playing to score. Obviously, I'm a forward, so I needed to score, win games. So I was just focused on that. And at some point, when I scored like I think the 146th goal in my 3.5 year of college. I think when I scored the goal, the 147th goal, so they stopped it was like a surprise, like I didn't know anything about that, right? So they stopped the game to have me take the ball. I'm like, what is going on? I didn't know what was going on, and my coach was like, don't worry, broke a record, blah blah blah. And that's how I just took the ball, and they put it aside, and I was like, wow, like that. I didn't know how many, like I didn't know how many goals I had at the time. So when we my coach was like,
Okay.
"Hey, you got to go somewhere to the city hall, whatever, mayor of the city, to get the award for like 147 goals." And the record was 146 at the time. So I 147. So I was recognized by the mayor
Okay.
of the city in Lakeland, Florida, and I got a day named after me, Uchenna Kanu Day, November 18th. I think you guys might have seen me post it on Instagram month. So yeah, and I was
Absolutely.
just standing there with like these people, like big people in the city hall, like having the whole meeting about having my own day and the proclamation and stuff. So it's like I was like, wow, that's I didn't know what was going on until that time. I'm like, this is huge. I was really thankful and honored to have that, to me. So yeah, that's how it happened, and I don't think anyone broken the record now. So I
Okay.
hope it stays like that.
For a very long time, I suppose. Okay, let's move away from there now and come to the national team, the Super Falcons of Nigeria. The last qualifying game that your Super Falcons played against Ghana at home, it was 2 goals to nothing, which actually helped us to advance to the next round with that 2 goals that you scored because imagine if we hadn't gotten that goal and then going to Ghana, we lost 1 goal to nothing. You scored that 2 goals. What was it like for you, and what does it mean for you and the
First,
national
I
team?
would say I'm honored to represent Nigeria anytime, any day. I'm super honored, and I'm thankful for the opportunity and scoring those goals. Back to my teammates for the assists and support. I didn't do it by myself, so the help of my teammates, the corporation, the team spirit, I think that helped me to score those goals, and coupled with the fact that we had we were, I would say, disciplined, like technically on the field, So I think just being in the right position and
Mhm.
doing
Mhm.
making the right runs, I think that helped me to be in the position to score. So yeah, I think I'm really proud of myself and
That's
proud of
true.
the team, and I'm super excited that we qualify next round, and I'm looking forward to that, and I'm excited. So yeah.
One of the, I mean, the game that you're playing next, I mean, you're playing against Cote d'Ivoire, who actually defeated, I think, Benin Republic, yes, 9 goals to nothing. This is the team that you're meeting next. How prepared is your team to shoulder the challenge coming
Um,
from Cote
I
d'Ivoire?
think from judging from what we or how we played last time, I think we have a good team, and I think Cote d'Ivoire playing or winning 9-0, it's not gonna make us not to be ready for them, right? So I think we're ready, and I think it's gonna be a good game, and it's gonna be tough at the same time, a good game to watch and play as well. So it's gonna be competitive, and I think we're ready, and I hope we get more times to more times to be together as a team, train more, and get to know each other more, and build that chemistry, within the team. So
Mhm.
yeah, I think we're always going to be ready whenever we call to play any team, and any team in the world. So yeah.
One thing that really interests me so much about you and what makes me to be very proud about you is the fact that you were able to combine education with playing football, because some people feel that if I'm not able, so some ladies playing football believe that I cannot go get education while playing football. They think that you have to leave one to do one, but you were able to combine the two, and then you are where you are. Now, let's come down to Nigeria. You see a lot of women players. Some of them, there are some exceptional players, but they are not educated, and so many of them are not even willing to get educated. What's your advice, because you've been there and out and you're still playing very actively and age is still on your side very well? How would you advise your co-players?
We're all adults, and I think I remember trying to talk to a few teammates to, take the opportunity and just try to get education. I mean, it's not going to be easy, but at the same time, it's going to be worth it at the end of the day. So I try to talk to, think about it and see it as an option, because when you're done playing, what are you going to do next is the question, So yeah,
that's the question. Big question.
I think it's good.
That's the big
It will be really, really worth it if any one of them could give it a try, and I think it's still open because the scholarship opportunity in the U.S. and other countries as well. It doesn't have to be U.S., but I'm just using U.S. as an example because I was there. So yeah, I think it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be, rewarding. So I think it's good that anyone listening to me right now, or my teammates back home, or anywhere, could just think about doing the same thing. And like I said, it wasn't easy at first, and I think it gives you more credibility when it comes to like marketing, and you being exposed to learning, different things, different cultures, different, just living in a different environment, totally just, I think it was worth it at the end of the day. So I don't know, I can express it more. I think it's good. I think it's going to be, something you will forward to in the future when you retire, or when, even while playing, to get a job with your degree on the side and still corporate profession. So I think, yeah, basically they could just give it a try. I mean, I've talked to some people about it, and it is what it is. Everyone, has their own their life to live, and their.
Okay, that's my interest. You just said something. You said you have actually spoken to some co-players about this. The importance of education. Maybe even some of them trying to try out what you did. You gained a scholarship, and I know in one of my conversation with you at some point, you were also trying to leverage on what you enjoyed for some other players, but it appears that they are not interested.
I think it basically comes down to the fact that everyone wants to, quick money right now to just help people, family, take care of stuff, which I was there, and it's not going to be totally like zero money, coming in. I think there's still going to be, some sort of compensation when it comes to or when it comes to just getting a check for your upkeep or whatever. It's not totally like not making money, because that's like mostly the excuse, the reason why they don't want to do it. And yeah, because in college you don't get paid. It's basically you just depending on your scholarship, whatever it costs to get, and you can work if you want to work. You have the opportunity to work, and I did that as well. And yeah, I think it shouldn't be the reason why you don't get something that's gonna, help you long term. So it's just they have their own schedule, what they're doing, their own plans or goals. So yeah, it just advice, and it will really help, and it will help you when it comes to understanding with like maybe contracts, depending on what you or depending on who you're around. It will help you when it comes to understanding the language about negotiations and branding and, just selling yourself, marketing. And
Mhm.
yeah, I think at least you just learn different things, because you're in Nigeria forever, or in your, playing your whole career in Nigeria. I think just living somewhere else and learning things is gonna help. It's gonna really help uh, anyone that wants to do it with their career, I think.
All right. I think one of my last questions for you is, you are a player, you have tested it while in Nigeria, you moved out of Nigeria, you're still doing absolutely wonderfully well. Now, playing football in Nigeria is changing. Parents are beginning to encourage their young daughters, their young sons, to get into playing football. So, what is your advice to such people? What would be the best advice you give to them on the way forward
I
for
think
their career?
it's gonna be hard. Like, it's a hard question, because when when we're growing up, like, our parents didn't really support school, for us to like play sports at school and stuff like that. So I think now that they've seen the business in sports and the exposure and how sports is growing, uh, they want their kids to be in it. So
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be hard to look away from the education now, or look away from not just focusing on playing. So I think there could be a balance between both.
Mm-hmm.
You know, incorporating both is gonna really help, because you can't just choose one and leave one. If you think, or if you have the passion for example, playing, you're talented, and you want to have football as your career, you know advance. I think it's
Okay.
incorporate like I
Mm-hmm.
did. And the parents that are not letting kids to dreams, or be professional soccer players, I think that could be a balance. They could just help them through it, help them, support them to play, and at the same time support them to get education. So it's not just pushing them to one side, you know let them be on that side. I feel like it's just a matter of
Okay.
just being willing to do it, putting in the work. So that could I don't think that should be any
Okay.
problem. But it's just up to the player to decide if I want to just play football at school, or if I just go to school and leave football, or if I want to incorporate both. So at the end of the day, it comes back to you. You have to decide that, because it's your future, in as much as your parents are there to guide you.
Final question. I know at some point I remember having a conversation with you where you wanted to do something for young players. You just, not just you doing, but you're trying to use your link, to get, so because you were discovered from a particular, I think, a governorship competition or something, and somebody spotted you. And then there are some people that are willing to even come out from outside Nigeria, but the politics in Nigeria seem not to be allowing that to happen
Yeah,
from
I
your own
mean,
angle.
everyone wants to, money right now. Everyone. I want to make money. Um, so I think it would be nice if people that are in power, or people that are in the position to let this opportunity go as not go down the drain, right? I think it would be
Sure.
nice if they face the opportunity coming for, especially the young, or the girl child. I think it would be nice, or it would be, really, really amazing if they give these kids the opportunity to just or to just be who they want to be, or take advantage of the opportunities that are coming their way without being political about it, without having anyone standing there like, oh, if you don't give me this is not going to happen. I feel like that's how it is now, which is sad. But I had the proposal, like you mentioned, I had the opportunity to help my girls back home, the same opportunity to go to school and play college. I had that for them, but it wasn't successful because of let's say misunderstanding, or of someone not interested, or someone being selfish about interest and stuff like that. So, but I think it's still valid. The opportunity is still valid. It's just up to the people that can help. It's up to them to be willing to do it without being selfish, or without being I don't know the word. But yeah, I mean, you understand what I mean. But
I think that's the word, without being selfish. Yes.
sorry, what was that?
I said I think it's the right word, without being selfish.
I mean,
Without being selfish.
so yeah, I wish they understand. I wish they I wish they didn't push the proposal aside when I brought it. Maybe by now, maybe a few people would have been doing it already, like, advancing to the next level. But it is what it is, and that's I don't. It's just up to advance from that. And yeah, the system just
maybe the system.
People will get more exposed, and I don't know, just
I understand perfectly. I do.
my
So what's
final
the
word
final
is
word?
just, especially for girls, if you want to play soccer, and you don't just want to play soccer, you have to have passion for it. You have to be interested in putting the work. And if you find yourself in that situation, you have to play sports, and you're just not having you're not in the right environment. Just know that I was there, and it's gonna be tough, but it's gonna pass. You're gonna be all right. Just keep playing, keep working hard, and especially try to incorporate education with sports, which is the most important thing. And it's gonna pay off. I promise it's gonna pay off, and you're gonna have, like, your credibility is gonna be like on a higher standard, and you're gonna have exposure. Just don't give up on what you're doing. I was there. I played with no shoes, right on the streets of Aba. And if you not know me, you know, say I don't say, okay, I grew up for Aba. Easy for Aba, but you know it's that all. But at the end of the day, now your hard work will come pay off later. So if you're a girl listening to me, or listen later, it's just matter of time, and matter of dedication, and pray. Of course, pray. And I believe if I feed them, and I day here now, you feed them as well. So just keep working and keep praying. It's gonna pay off, and yeah.
Sure. Thank you so much, Uche. The Amazon TV, we are very grateful for you granting us this privilege to have this conversation with you. And I wish you all the best. Of course, this is not the last time. We will continually disturb you, bring you on from time to time. And I wish you the very best
Of
in
course, thank you
everything
so
that you
much for
do,
having
okay?
me, and I will always, when you call. And good night, guys, and have a lovely. Bye bye.
All right. Thank you so much.